Wow. Can you believe there's only 3 weeks left in the NFL's regular season? And this season really goes by fast, especially in the later months when the playoff picture starts to shape up and races get real tight. Um, let me start. Let me start this Week 14 review with the end of Week 14. Giants and Eagles. It was kind of a special night. Though the game was in Philly, we did see Eli Manning return to the starting position for the Giants. Because Eli is one of the best quarterbacks in the last 15 years. So it angers me when people just bash him and disrespect his game like he's a run of the mill nobody. Okay, of course, what do you expect? I've said this many times before. The media is full of New England Patriots Tom Brady sycophants, okay? They hate Aaron Rodgers because Brady will never be as good as Rodgers, and they hate Eli Manning because Brady can't beat him. I mean, think about it. A guy wins 2 Super Bowls and all of a sudden they say he's the worst quarterback ever? It's bias. Plain and simple. There's nothing to back that up. It's bullshit. It's what it is. But But with Eli back, the Magic's pretty much back. The Giants had a 17-3 lead, but they've gotten competent coaching, so they decided, that's enough. They didn't score another point after that 17-3 lead at halftime. As a matter of fact, that 17-3 lead stood after 3 quarters. Then Philly tied it up and forced overtime. So what was going to be yet another embarrassing night for Philly, solely because Carson Wentz can't walk and chew gum at the same time, was turned into a Monday Night Thriller. Second Monday Night game to go to overtime. This one actually ended with a touchdown, and Zach Ertz scored his second touchdown tonight. Philly won 23-17, and Carson Wentz got bailed out. I said this on Twitter. If they had kept Nick Foles, this division as bad as it is, would have been over. If they had kept Nick Foles, they would win that NFC East by about 3 games at least. Carson Wentz is an incompetent moron. That's why they're actually deadlocked with a 6-7 Cowboys team. And yes, the Cowboys are 6-7 because they started Week 14 by losing to the Bears. My goodness. Though one highlight of that game was Mitch Trubisky running that touchdown in. My goodness. Oh, all right. Anyway, the Packers got a 10-win season. We beat Washington 20-15. Rodgers, as usual, led the way, master of the game. But we have to talk about that thriller that happened that Sunday night. That's not Sunday night. That Sunday. The Sunday night game was Rams and Seahawks, and of course, as usual, Russell Wilson, yet another person who can't walk and chew gum at the same time, caused yet another loss. Times like this, I thank God I'm a Packers fan, and we actually have a quarterback that, well, can actually do things right. But the Niners and Saints played this great thriller that some could say could be as good as last year's game between the Rams and Chiefs that saw 105 points scored. There were 94 combined points scored, and it looked bad for the Niners. They were down by double digits early, but they fought back, and it became a back and forth game, and the Niners won with a last-second field goal, 48-46. First ever 48-46 score in NFL history. And so the Niners after the Seahawks lost, the Niners regained first place in the NFC West, and they're back at number 1 in the conference as a whole. New Orleans loss moved Green Bay up to number 2 in the NFC. Yes, the Packers and Saints have identical 10-3 records, but our 7-2 conference record beats at the moment New Orleans 8-3 conference record. So that's why we're number 2 in the conference. And of course, the Saints sit at number 3. We stayed ahead of the Vikings, who beat the Lions because everybody does. And Seattle is down in the number 5 seed, uh, the number 1 wild card. I have to say this: whoever loses the NFC West, their fans are going to be bitching. Why? Because whoever loses the NFC West will have to play wild card weekend and go to whoever wins that dumpster fire they call the NFC East. Whoever wins the NFC East could have a losing record. They could be 500. The only way the top first place team will have a win record is if they win out. So we could be looking at 9-7, 8-8, or 7-9 winning that division. But they're going to be at home. There is going to be outrage. And here's the crazy thing: if it's Seattle, they can't complain. Why? Because in 2010, the Seattle Seahawks won the NFC West at 7-9 and got to host a wild card playoff game. And that was a game where they beat the then defending champion New Orleans Saints. And that was when Beast Mode Marshawn Lynch was born. He was running through that defense, had a monster game. So if Seattle's on the other end of this, their fans cannot complain, because it will be selective memory on their part. But if it's the Niners, though, my goodness, how the mighty have fallen. It'll be kind of depressing, to be honest. But yeah. So meanwhile, in the AFC, New England lost again, and here's how annoying Patriots fans are. They have the unmitigated gall to cry and bitch and say, referees cheated us. Really? So the last decades worth of Patriots games where the referees were basically in your back pocket, those didn't happen, right? My goodness. Let's get one thing straight. Those were not touchdowns. The calls against you were right, and even if they weren't right, I got 3 words for you. Karma's a bitch. Plain and simple. And and the Patriots continue to sink to low depths. They're spying on the Bengals. The Bengals. Who spies on the Bengals? Are you serious? If you're gonna cheat, not that I would know, because I'm a fan of the Packers. The Packers don't cheat. We usually get cheated. But if you're going to cheat against somebody of substance. Kansas City, Pittsburgh, San Francisco. Why in the holy hell are you spying on the Bengals? A 1-12 team. My goodness. That team really is pathetic and elitist. It annoys me. And these same fans are out there begging Gronk, please come back. They don't need him. They're not happy with just feasting on a dead AFC. They have to overkill it. And they say Yankee fans are fucking spoiled. And as a Yankee fan, I take offense to that, because we are not spoiled. Okay? We're not spoiled. We are very reasonable. And again, unlike the Patriots, the Yankees win fair and square. We get cheated. Again, ask Houston. But anyway. Things are getting interesting, and Week 15 begins with Jets and Ravens on Thursday Night Football. It's the final Thursday night game of the season, and there are some playoff implications involved in that game. The Packers play the first of 3 straight divisional games to end the regular season. This game will be the last home game of the season. It's interesting schedule. This is our home finale. It's our last home game of the season, of the regular season at least. We win the division, we get another one at least. But we're hosting the Bears, and the Cowboys, who are trying to keep pace in that dead NFC East, they are hosting the Rams. They're hosting Rams. That should be interesting. The Sunday night game is Steelers and Bills, a battle between the two teams that hold the wild card positions in the AFC. And the Bills, they are really doing things. It's good to see them do really succeed for once. And Colts Saints, that's the Monday night game. So there's a lot to look forward to week 15. This is the home stretch, people. So I advise any and all football fans to enjoy this very, very responsibly. Don't go crazy now. And I will be back soon with some scenarios regarding week 15. Who can get in?